Well, no. I want to hear what she has to say. Yeah, she's a witness on the witness stand.
You know, I want to help her.
I know.
Because my judge said that she was putting a warrant out for my arrest. She wanted me to turn myself in. But I didn't. I left.
You can go to Esperanza Court, or a motion to revoke can be filed and you can go to prison. Which would you prefer? All right, file a motion to revoke. Then you're going to punch the officer, and then the officer is getting you under control. And according to this, you're still punching and kicking on him. And then somebody's like, no, don't do it. She's pregnant. Well, guess what? When people are pregnant, they should not be getting involved in altercations.
After that, when I found out I was pregnant, I completely stopped. I got my job, and then I've been doing good since.
And good luck on your interview. My mom always says if they give you the interview, that means you have the job.
It's a second interview, so
Oh.
we're hoping.
Oh, yeah, you have the job then. Go in there with confidence. All right, so we're going to come back on July 28th. Does she have bonds on those other cases?
Judge, I'm not sure.
Do you have a bond on the other cases?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
All right, so here's the thing. If you're released, do not pick up any more cases. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever is going on in your life, you need to make sure that you correct that so you don't pick up new cases. All right?
She's currently 4 months pregnant also.
Yeah, don't pick up any new cases and don't use any drugs. It's not good for a baby. You understand? Because if you smoke a cigarette, your baby's smoking a cigarette. If you're eating lettuce and tomatoes, your baby's eating lettuce and tomatoes. If you're out there committing unauthorized use of a vehicle, your baby is going along for that unauthorized use ride. You understand? Whatever you are doing is impacting your child that you're carrying. You understand? So it may be best for her to stay in custody until these matters are resolved and we can figure out what's going on with her and why she's doing what she's doing, and perhaps hopefully get her the help that she needs so she will have a healthy baby.
Yes.
She does have a bond on all of the cases, Judge.
All right, let me see that. I'm going to ask for GPS. So I'm going to do GPS on her and waive the fees. If you are living could I have a B page? Do you have some place that you will be living if you're released?
Yes, ma'am.
Who with?
My husband,
I'm sorry, who?
Daniel Hernandez.
Okay, that's probably not a good option. And let me just tell you why I'm saying that's not a good option. I don't know anything about your life, but what I do know is if you stay around the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. So if you are allegedly, I don't know if it's true, these are all possession cases. If you're using, then probably the person that you're living with is using too. And that's not a good place to be. You understand?
It's her husband.
No, I mean, usually that's the case. If the wife is using, usually the husband uses. If the husband is using, usually the wife uses. Are there other children in that household? All right, so it's gonna be GPS, full GPS and waive fees.
And Judge, on
Yes.
one of them, she's remanded without bond, but it was 3,000.
All right, well, she's gonna stay remanded without bond on that. If y'all want me to hear that, then I will of course hear that.
All right, so I'll talk to my client.
All right, is there somebody waving out there to some people? All right, and are you Miss Calderon? And each of the cause numbers, you entered a plea of no contest. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. You applied for probation. According to the plea bargain agreements, your punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in each of the cases in the state jail facility. There's a $1,500 fine. This cases were run concurrently. Have both parties had a chance to review the report in this case? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
Any objections? State?
None from the state.
Defense?
None.
All right, does anyone know probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know if a felony drug court was willing to accept her?
Let me double check.
Did you interview with felony drug court?
Yes.
All right, did you tell them you have a problem? All right, then they should be wanting to accept you. And state, I know you're opposed to, in one case, you're opposed to application. In the other case, there is nothing checked. So I'm assuming you're opposed to the application? Oh, these are the pending charges.
Okay, so that's the only reason why it was rejected.
Do you have anything that's out of state or out of county, just this? All right, my understanding is I referred you to felony drug court and you don't want to go.
No, ma'am, I didn't receive it. Drug court came back and told me that I don't have room.
So the drug court was at capacity and they recommended Esperanza Court.
Mhm.
And Esperanza Court accepted. However, that's when Ms. Calderon, from my understanding, rejected the Esperanza.
All right, so here's the thing. You can go to Esperanza Court or a motion to revoke can be filed and maybe you can go to prison. So which would you prefer?
I just didn't sign on that.
Well, no, here's the thing. You can go to Esperanza Court or a motion to revoke can be filed and you can go to prison. Which would you prefer? All right, file a motion to revoke. Right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 44 on or about the 26th day of October 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Isha Calderon did then and there failed to comply with the rules and regulations of Esperanza Court, and the defendant refused to comply with the treatment recommendations of the court in violation of condition number 44.
So why were you unsuccessful in Esperanza Court?
It's just honestly, Your Honor, I'm trying to get back to my family. And I'm not,
Judgment for additional information. Let me try.
Yeah, but why were you unsuccessful? Excuse me, sorry. Why were you unsuccessful? That's my question. So you say you want to get back to your family, so that's why you were unsuccessful?
no, ma'am, I was unsuccessful because I can't do it, Your Honor. I'm
Why
trying.
not?
Judge, may I help?
No, I mean, I want to hear from her. Why
I understand.
can't you do it?
I tried, Your Honor. I tried the whole treatment thing. I got on Suboxone. I've been off drugs, but unfortunately, me and my judge from the Esperanza Court had a disagreement on the medication I was taking.
What medication for what?
Suboxone
Mhm.
for my drug use when I was in the Alpha home. And she don't think it fits me. She don't think it's right for me. It was helping me. I believe it was helping me because I've been off drugs. So
Well, I mean, you can't be on, that's sort of like when people are taking methadone for heroin. You're not supposed to be on methadone for the rest of your life because then you're just replacing another drug with another one. So you had a disagreement with your judge in that court, then what?
then I went back to jail, and I'm here.
So why didn't you just do what was asked of you?
I tried, she violated me. That's why I'm here.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she gave you a choice. It wasn't, we're just violating you. Were you not given a choice? Either do what you're being told or you're getting a motion to revoke? Were those your two choices?
Yeah, when I came to jail, she didn't, when I had court with her through Zoom, when I was in the Alpha home, she had told me that she violated me. I came forward with her because she didn't know that I was on the medication that I was taking in the Alpha home. And she said, okay, well, I'm gonna violate you. Those weren't my conditions. So I came to jail.
What conditions are you talking about?
for me being on medication. I wasn't allowed to be on the Suboxone or methadone or anything like that. So she violated me, and when I came to jail, that's what happened.
There. You've taken me from A to Z, and you've skipped over the following your story. So let me see if I can get this right. You were ordered into alcohol, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you were in alcohol, you were on medication?
Yes, ma'am.
Was this medication that was prescribed to you by a doctor, I'm assuming?
Yes, ma'am, by the Alpha Home.
Okay, and did the judge know that the Alpha Home prescribed this to you?
My counselor was there with me, yes, so when I was in court, my counselor was sitting with me.
Oh, Mr. Garahane, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
And
Mary
But,
Judge,
no. I want to hear what she has to say. Yeah, she's a witness on the witness stand.
you know, I want to help her.
I know.
um,
People got to learn how to express themselves. So
I understand.
I'm
that, Judge,
patient.
but
I have
that's-
patience in my pocket. I take it out if needed. So don't think that you're getting on my nerves or anything like that. I'm trying to get you to express to me what's going on, because I need to make a decision whether or not I'm going to give you the year that you all agreed to, or either 2 years or anywhere in between. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
So you're at the Alpha Home. Esperanza Court wanted you in Alpha Home. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So then is Alpha Home the person who put you on the medication?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So was the court aware that Alpha Home put you on the medication?
No, not until 2 weeks after I was on the medication. But I didn't think it was a problem. I thought being in the Alpha Home, I didn't really think, that it would be a problem, being that it was prescribed to me.
Well,
But
whenever you're in a treatment court, all medications are an issue, and you have to tell them about all medications you're on.
yes, ma'am, I see that now.
So I still find it hard to believe that you're saying that the judge sent you back to me for that one violation. What else was going on at Esperanza Court? Because it had to be more than that. And I don't think, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't think you're in treatment at Alpha Home and all of a sudden you're on medication and the judge is just like, I'm done. You're on medication. You're being kicked out of the court. I find that hard to believe. So what else was going on that got you sent back to my court?
Well, I left, Your Honor. I left the Alpha Home.
All right, now we're getting to the situation. So you left the Alpha Home,
Yes, ma'am.
and did anybody give you permission to leave the Alpha Home?
No, ma'am.
Why did you leave the Alpha Home?
Because my judge said that she was putting a warrant out for my arrest. She wanted me to turn myself in, but I didn't. I left.
All right, and where did you go?
To my friends that I was staying with, Marcy.
Right. Any other questions?
Yes, Judge. And then, so you voluntarily left off.
Yes,
That's the reason why you're here.
yes,
And you take full responsibility for that, right?
yes, I did.
You knew that was going to get you violated
Yes,
and it was going to get you in trouble. You're going to get sent back to jail. You knew that, right?
yes,
But you did it anyway. I'm sorry, but you did that anyway?
yes,
And you want to tell the judge that you take full, we talked about this earlier. You said you want to take full responsibility for your actions, right?
yes, ma'am. I do want to take full responsibility, Judge. I realize now that last time I had you in court, you had told me that my people, places, and things would basically get me nowhere, and they haven't. I realize that now.
So what you had told me earlier was that when the judge talked to you before, it was about who you were hanging out with, right?
Yes.
And the people you associate yourself with used to be the problem. It
Yes.
still is the problem, right?
Yes.
That was something that you told me that you remember the judge telling you.
Yes.
And then now you have a plan going forward
Yes, I do.
where whenever you're released, whenever that is, be it whenever that is, your plan is to move back and leave San Antonio
Yes,
Where are you gonna go?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
With
with my brother and my sister.
And the reason is because you don't have the same temptations for drugs that you do in Pittsburgh because
I'm with my family.
you don't, it's not as easy to get those when you know everybody in San Antonio.
No, it's not.
And does your brother and sister-in-law have children?
No.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. In each cause number, the court is granting the motion. The court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. Cause numbers will run concurrently, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, we can go off the record. You're still going to have to change your life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And changing people, places, and things. That is true, but make sure you're changing of people, places, and things is not you running away from your problems. You understand? Because whenever you stop running, the problem that you were running away from is still right there. All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a second. Judge, off the record, I want to say thank you so much. She was off the docket and she was in 2, and so we brought her up and had the whole thing done.
I'm telling you, they are great.
I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, and say thank you to Bashan. She got it together too.
She knows.
So all of this was over somebody owing somebody $50,
Sort of, Your Honor, yes.
and then you're getting involved.
Correct, Your Honor. My client accepts responsibility for making a very bad judgment that day and
Yes,
making a bad decision.
because here's the thing that people don't understand. One, do people think people should be hitting on females? No. But as a female, you can't hit somebody and then think they're not going to hit you back. And I read the police report. So the officer is attempting to stop a fight. And then everybody else wants to get involved. You want to get involved because you're like his brother. You're saying that that's my brother who's in the fight, right? And then you're going to punch the officer, and then the officer is getting you under control. And according to this, you're still punching and kicking on him. And then somebody's like, no, don't do it. She's pregnant. Well, guess what? When people are pregnant, they should not be getting involved in altercations.
You understand?
So how far along are you in your pregnancy?
8 months.
Do you have any other children? Are you employed? So how old are you?
20.
How are you supporting yourself?
Oh,
Like, how do you make money to eat?
I have a boyfriend that supports me.
Are you living with him?
He lives with me. I have my own apartment.
Well, how are you paying for your apartment?
It's already paid for a year through housing.
All right, so this is what I know about housing, because I used to do CPS cases. If you're on housing, your boyfriend's not supposed to be living with you. And honestly, your boyfriend's not supporting you. You know who's supporting you? Everybody in here who has a job and pays taxes. I'm supporting you. Your attorney's supporting you. All the attorneys who are in here supporting you. Anybody in the gallery who has a job is supporting you. So your boyfriend is not supporting you. And what I'm going to tell you right now, if your boyfriend is living with you and you're on housing, guess what? If the government finds out about it, which usually they do, you're going to end up having charges because they're going to want their money back. And this is the way the government works. The government doesn't tell you they know your boyfriend is living with you. They don't tell you they know that you're getting food stamps and you shouldn't get them. You know what they do? They wait till it's a felony. And then once it's a felony, then they bring charges. You understand?
That's right.
How far did you go in school?
I got a high school diploma.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Getting myself together.
How?
I get a job.
And what type of job are you looking for?
Restaurant.
All right, see, here's the thing. You've decided and you made the decision to have a child with this boyfriend who can't even support himself. How old is he?
He's 22.
All right, he's 22. He can't even support himself. Y'all are both living off the government. Are you receiving food stamps? Yeah. Y'all are living off the government and you're about to bring a child into this world. And now the child is going to have one of their parents. I don't know about his criminal history, but the child is going to have one of their parents who's already on probation for a felony. And a parent who fights officers in an alley who's pregnant and not even at this point thinking about them. Because if you were thinking about your unborn child, you wouldn't have been fighting with an officer in an alley and you wouldn't have been in an alley. You understand? And if you are not careful, Child Protective Services is going to be involved in your life. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
And do you know if your boyfriend has any criminal history?
No.
Do you know or do you not know?
I don't know.
So why are you with him if you don't know if he has criminal history? Do you know how far he went to school? You're the boy explain something to you. She is on government housing. You shouldn't be living with her because the taxpayers don't want to pay for you to live with her. You need to get your own house. If she's carrying your child, which you say she is, you need to be financially able to support your child, which means you're not living off the government on her housing that's been paid up for a year that we the taxpayers are paid for. If people want to go out and have children, guess what? I'm not supposed to be the person supporting your child. Y'all supposed to support your child because I didn't agree to have a child with him. I didn't agree for you to have a child. Now, if you want the taxpayers to support your child, then what you need to do is, and I see mom holding him down, keeping him calm. You know what? If people want to play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And it's going to result in this deputy removing you from this courtroom. So if you want the government and the taxpayers to pay for you to have a child, you know what you need to do? Before y'all decide to live together and have a child, you need to come to a panel of citizens and say, I would like for you to pay for my housing. I would like for you to pay for my child. Will you agree for me to have a child? Not doing that. Y'all are just doing whatever you want to do and somebody else is taking care of your child. And when your child is born, if that's your mom, guess what? That grandmother is going to end up taking care of the child more than you. You understand? That's yes or no.
Yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. We'll do 200 hours of community service. Vashon, if she gets a degree, if she gets into trade school, then those hours will be waived. I'm going to order parenting classes. If she completes parenting classes, then those hours will be waived. It's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And I'm going to want anger management classes. Proof of employment within 90 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider.
I was trying to find a job and that I was trying to go to the probation, but I didn't have any money to catch the bus because I don't have a car. And I didn't have the right to get to from my house that I was staying at.
All right, did you call probation?
They didn't give me a phone. They
Oh,
didn't give
so
me
you're
any
saying,
information. They didn't give me the parenting website or the address to where to go. And they didn't give me the anger management classes either.
oh, so they didn't give you information for parenting classes, anger management classes. They basically gave you nothing. That's what you're saying? All right. Any questions?
I don't have any questions for you, Judge.
All right, where's the 1-year-old?
With her dad and his mom.
All right, so Child Protective Services involved? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Child Protective Services is involved. How long has Child Protective Services been involved?
I want to say not that long. They just wanted to put her with her for now till I get my stuff out.
How long is not that long?
2023. Like after I had her for a couple of days, they took her I took her to the doctor and they're like, she was not getting fed often. But I had explained to them that, she was sleeping and we were gonna feed her after she woke up.
All right, so let's backtrack a little bit. You were saying 23. What do you mean 23?
2023 is the year she was born.
All right, so how long has CPS been involved in your life with that child?
Just 1 year. Not,
All right, so that means your rights have probably been terminated because they only give you a year to do parenting classes and whatever. So have your parental rights to that 1-year-old been terminated?
no,
So what did they do?
they had put her in a family safety plan,
Mm-hmm.
so so I can still see her. Through, like it was every third Saturday that I can go visit a visitation, right?
All right, and who's the father of this baby?
Um,
Is it the same person?
so
All right. Are you aware of how babies are made? Then why? Because your life is not in order right now. It's a lot of chaos going on. So my issue with you is you can't find probation. You say probation and give you parenting classes, where to take them. They didn't give you anger management classes. They gave you nothing. But you can still figure out how to have a baby, become pregnant. You can still figure out how to get to your, I'll say mother-in-law. I don't know if you're married or not, but you still find a way to go do your child visitation. I don't understand why you can't find a way to do probation.
I can't find a way. I just have to have the money to get to and from the probation office.
But you got to and from your visitation.
That's when I had money. That's when I had help with the money and the rides.
Any other questions?
No, young.
And how far along are you?
It's
Probation? What do you want it to do?
According to the court summary, as it's been stated, GPS report police through their county jail for 90 days, residential treatment costing them weekly UAs for 90 days, and weekly reporting.
All right, just have a seat. I need to think about this because you really should most likely be revoked, but let me think on things. All right, and for the record, the parties are Jason Gareham for the state and David Woodard for defense. Oh, no problem. All right. I reviewed the court summary without any objection from the defense. And I will tell you, one of the things that the probationer said, that your officer said, is that you're not taking probation seriously. That's what they're saying. So here's my question for you. Do you want to go to prison? Then why are you behaving as though you want to go to prison? Because everything that you're doing tells me you want to go to prison.
I'm not trying to.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not trying to behave like that.
But you are. I'm telling you, the only thing you did on probation was become pregnant. That's all you've done. You haven't done anything else. So why do you think you shouldn't go to prison?
I want to do better.
Let me just tell you, everybody in that box, they want to do better. No, I can't, if I were to ask people to raise their hand, people in the box, how many of y'all want to go to prison? I guarantee you, I'd say 99% of them will say no. There'll be that 1% who will just say, yeah, I just want to go to prison, do my time, be done. So nobody wants to go to prison, but you're behaving as though you want to go to prison. And with this Casa Mia, does anyone know if they'll take someone on GPS? I mean, I've heard of the program, I'm familiar with it, but I don't know if they'll take someone on GPS.
So you have to get more information. I will have to finish that.
Counsel, do you know if Casa Mia will take someone on GPS?
I don't judge. Um, and the issue with the GPS, what probation is requesting is if she has a job, work release, she doesn't have a job. So I would assume she would stay in jail for 90 days because GPS work release would not benefit her if she's not employed.
Oh, no, she's gonna be on GPS until further notice if I decide to continue her. If I don't continue her, then, GPS doesn't matter.
I don't have the answer to that question, Judge, about Casamia.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna give you all the number.
The number, Judge.
All right, if you all can call and find out if they'll take someone with GPS.
Spoke with probation. They said that she can attend with GPS. Issue is the person they need to talk to is out today because she's in training. Moreover, that program is more so suited for persons who have substance abuse issues. Ms. Telsey does not suffer from any substance abuse issues, so we don't know if that's the correct program for her.
Okay, so how do we know she doesn't suffer for substance abuse issues?
From the list of the motion to revoke, I haven't seen any positive urinalysis.
And Judge, I did ask Ms. Telsey if she had any substance use, and she said no.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and State, I understand your reason for revocation. Probation, I understand your reasoning. And I hope that people don't take this as a sign that, oh, let me just get pregnant and then the judge won't send me to prison. But I will tell you, one of the reasons why you're not going to prison today is because you're pregnant. That's the elephant in the room. Otherwise, you need to be sent to prison because you have done absolutely nothing. And the only thing you've given me is a bunch of excuses. That whole excuse about I don't have a phone, I don't have transportation, that's what walk-in is for. And when probation came to see you at your house, all you had to do was tell them, I'm having transportation issues. And you know what? Sometimes there are programs where they will give you a bus pass. So you're just doing a bunch of excuses. And I don't know why people think that they can just, pardon my language, lay around, have children with no visible means of supporting your child. You have zero financial means of supporting the child that you're about to bring into the world. And the child that you currently have in the world, you're not even taking care of that child. And this whole thing where you said CPS said you all were not feeding the baby, I guarantee you what they said, that your child had a failure to thrive. And that means that you're not interacting with the baby. That means that you're not feeding the baby. That's what you were not doing. And that's why Child Protective Services came in your life. It wasn't, oh, we didn't feed the baby. And when they came over, oh, the baby's asleep. That's why we're not feeding the baby. No, your child had a failure to thrive. And what I can tell you is when babies are born, feeding them, interacting with them on a daily basis, their brain is growing. They're taking care of anything. Who knows what harm you may have done your child by not feeding your child? And were you eating when you were on probation and not reporting? Oh, you're telling me you were not eating at all.
Eat here and there, but I wasn't good food myself.
So if you were not eating during all this time period, they would have found your body. Obviously, you're currently alive and you've been eating, and you were eating while you were on probation. I am telling you, and I want you to hear me clearly. You're going to be placed on GPS. You understand? And you will not be removed from GPS until I say you're removed from GPS. And you are going to complete that family service plan. If that's what has happened on that case, I don't know. Do you understand? As a side note, here's some other advice for you. Do not bring more men into your children's lives or into this baby's life. You need to get your life in order. Do you understand? So I'm going to deny the motion. And I'm going to extend your probation. She was on probation for 8 years. I'm going to extend it for another year. And there's going to be partial GPS, waive fees. And the partial is she's allowed to work, complete the family-based services plan, and that plan may have expired because if she's saying it's been a year, it's over and done with. There is to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Oh, and I'm sorry, the partial GPS is for work, complete family-based services, and also for medical appointments. Now, will Alpha Home take her? Because honestly, I don't know if she has a drug problem or not. She's never reported.
Judge, we could add a TAP evaluation, have that done, just to kind of determine if she has any substance use issues.
All right. What drugs have you used in the past?
I used to take night medication, and I used to take anxiety medication. That was when I was 17.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I used to take anxiety medication when I was 17.
And what else have you taken?
I've taken
Here's the thing, you need to be 100% honest with me. I'm trying to give you conditions for you to be successful. And I'm telling you, if you want to have more children, that's completely up to you. But I'm going to be looking at the facts of this case if you come before me again. You understand? So what drugs have you used in the past?
anxiety medication when I was 17. That was it.
All right, TAP evaluation, and that'll be done in custody. And see if Alpha Home will accept her. She's going to need a place to stay. If we can't find a placement for her, just have her come back. And maybe you can look at that building, Brighter Communities. I think that's what it's called. Just one second. Let me see.
That's it.
All right. So if not accepted, then building Brighter Communities. And probation, what else do you want?
Judge, if we could do ISP for increased supervision once she's out of custody.
All right, ISP out of once released.
Oh, and did you want to add the weekly reporting and weekly UAs?
We'll do the UA hotline with testing once a week until further notice. And each time she's called in to do the hotline, she can come in and report. Is there anything else?
Not from the defense, Judge.
Anything else you need? Yes.
I just want to make it where the way that the weekly reporting, how do you guys are blocked. I don't know necessarily that will work
Okay.
with her coming in
All right.
while she's doing the testing.
All right. So I tell you what, we'll just do weekly reporting with weekly UAs. Will that work or no?
I mean, we could just do the weekly UAs and then the ISP, the intensive supervision will help with
All right.
that.
We'll do weekly UAs for 90 days. All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. We can go off the record. Why do they keep having them come over in dirty uniforms? It seems like the pregnant women always get dirty uniforms, and that's a dirty uniform. It's not a, stains won't come out. All right, you can lower your hand. Why are you not being successful on this probation?
At first, it was because my Theo had shot himself in the head, and we were going through that, and my depression had really kicked in. And so I, of course, was using for being off my meds.
All right, where are you working? What do you do?
I work right now at Route 21. I am a sales associate. I sell perfumes and clothes and stuff like that. I've been working there since November. I have it written down right here somewhere. I got the job back in November 9th. Oh, November 15th. Before that, I was working at Dollar Tree as a manager. I was the night manager, and I got that job back in September. I've had 2 jobs, and I'm currently trying to get another one, just so that way I can start paying back my lawyer and I believe court fees. I think I owe court fees.
All right, let me ask you this. Why is Child Protective Services involved?
They're not. I don't have any open CPS case. I don't know where that came from. I have never been called by CPS.
Okay. When is your baby due?
My baby is due in April, April 30th, I believe.
Spring baby.
Yes.
Around Fiesta time.
Yes.
So when people ask you what you were doing during Fiesta, you can say, delivering a baby. You're my little Fiesta baby. All right. So here's the thing. You're going to have to start doing better, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
otherwise you could end up going to the Bexar County Jail. And I know people probably saying, yeah, it's just the Bexar County Jail. I don't know anybody who wants to be in the Bexar County Jail.
No, I prefer to be with my children and to show them that there's a way you can better yourself.
How many children do you have?
I have a 4-year-old right now, and then I'm on my second one.
Okay. You sure Child Protective Services are not involved? Because usually Child Protective Services gets involved
I'm
when,
positive, ma'am. We've been living with my parents, so we haven't heard from them or anything.
so is it you have to live with your parents?
No. It's just we have been because of work and everything. I make $850, so I don't make enough to make an apartment's rent.
Okay. And is the child's father in your life?
Yes, he does see her. He has we have a case, not a case, but he's on child support, so he gets visitation rights and everything. He gets us money for her.
Okay. And the new baby, is he the father of the new baby?
Yes, ma'am. No,
Okay.
he's not the father of the new baby, but the father to this baby is involved.
Okay. And how's your relationship with the father of the baby that you are carrying?
We're great. Tomorrow he takes me to our ultrasound.
And how's he with your daughter? The
He loves
4-year-old?
her.
Okay. You know, in my experience as a defense attorney and a prosecutor, and I'm sure your attorney will tell you this, you know, I'm sure he loves you. I'm sure he loves the baby that you're carrying. But sometimes you still have to keep an eye on people because your 4-year-old is not able to, of course, defend herself, right?
Yes,
And
I understand.
sometimes 4-year-olds are not able to tell you everything that's going on. So I'm just asking that you be careful. Okay.
I understand that completely. He doesn't live with us. He does just come see me and take us to our appointments.
All right. And what kind of curfew are we asking for Mr. Garcia and Mr. Navy? Because I am going to have to put her on curfew.
We didn't discuss that, Judge. I don't know what the state's position on that would be.
I'm going to want curfew. The only exception to curfew is going to be work and medical appointments.
I get out of work around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
And when do you go to work?
I go to work anytime from 11 till 8.
All right, we're going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include intensive outpatient treatment, extend for 2 years.
And Judge, I
Wait a
realize,
minute.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead, because I don't think this can be extended for 2 years.
That's exactly what I was going to say, that this was actually pled to a lesser included. It's not a state jail.
Yeah.
I think Garcia and I were.
What is the name of the father of the child that you're carrying, Ms. Vasquez?
Isaiah Winters.
Okay. All right, so you should already be doing the parenting classes and life skills course. And I said that your 100 hours of community service restitution will be waived if you completed a GED or were in trade school.
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently trying to figure that out. The job that I was gonna get in the warehouse was supposed to help me with my GED, but they didn't. I didn't pass the background check.
Are you the same Jasmine Madeline Vasquez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 8359 for the offense of theft, $750 to $2,500 on January 19, 2021 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2 on or about the 6th day of December 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Jasmine Madeline Vasquez did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
In your honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Agreement.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that you revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence her to 91 days in the Bexar County Jail.
All right. And why am I sentencing? Why is the suggestion for 91 days? Or what has she done? I'm assuming this 91 days is with anticipation that it'd be a judgment satisfied?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So what has she done on probation?
Judge, she's been on, her probation was extended, so she's been on probation for a total of 3 years. Her probation, I mean, obviously
Was she extended?
yes.
Okay.
She was extended 1 year, but she's been on for 3 years.
Okay.
Obviously,
Yeah.
her probation period has expired.
Yes.
She, you know, obviously at the tail end was not doing well. She had positive drug tests. Unfortunately, she had gotten herself back into a relationship with somebody that.
Let me ask you this. If she's drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
All right. Has she done a drug test?
Not today. She's been drug tested by pretrial services and she's been negative.
All right. If you have a drug test and you're not on oath yet, if you do a drug test today, what are the results going to be? All right, let's do a drug test. And let me explain something to you. If this is negative, great. If it's not, we'll see where we are. You understand? All right.
Where would you like her to go?
Oh, she'll sit there. They're gonna,
Okay, they're gonna do it here today?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
do you need any water?
I have a slot in my life.
Okay. All right, thank you. Affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Jasmine Vasquez.
All right, are you employed?
I have a job interview today at 3.
All right, and what are you interviewing for?
It's in Selma, Texas. I'm interviewing to be an admin.
I'm
What are you gonna
looking
be
at the
doing?
Screenshot that she sent me
My
about
email,
the
right, I
email
sent her
about the
a
job.
screenshot of the email.
All right, excuse me, one at a time, and you need to speak up.
I sent her the screenshot of the email confirming that I had a job interview today.
No, I mean, I'm asking you, what is your job interview for?
That's
What,
what I was looking up.
well, I mean, you don't know what
I'm
you're,
an admin for a building, but I forgot the name of it.
no, I'm not asking you for the name of the building. What are you trying, what job are you trying to acquire?
Oh, I just teach people how to use an app for the building that I work at, or the building that they work at. It's translating from English to Spanish.
Oh, okay. Do you have children?
I have to.
And what are their ages?
2-year-old, well, she's about to in April, and the 6-year-old.
Judge, just so you know, the employer's name is Don Sanfilippo.
All right,
He owns the company or the building.
okay. All right, so this is what probation is telling me. Probation is telling me that your lines are faint.
But it's still
Which-
just negative.
No, hear me out.
Okay.
She's telling me your lines are faint. And the 2 lines that are faint, if somebody were positive, those would be the 2 lines that would be faint. You understand?
Okay.
So, does it count as a negative? Yes. You know what's going on in your life better than what I know what's going on in your life. You can unfold your arms. Here's the thing, you know what you were doing. I wasn't there, your attorney wasn't there, state wasn't there. What I am telling you is if you don't get your life in order, you know what's going to end up happening? Somebody may end up having to identify your body because the last time you used drugs may be the last time you used drugs. Then you know what end up happening? Your children are going to be in the system unless you have a relative who's going to step up. And if no relative steps up, you're saying you have a young baby who's 2? People love to adopt babies, right? And so your children may end up getting separated. But if you don't 100% get your life together and don't 100% make sure you put your children first, that's what may end up happening. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 91 days in the Bear County Jail, give you credit for any time served, and the court will show that the judgment is satisfied. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you
Yes, ma'am.
understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You better take heed and do right. You understand?
I'm trying,
Judge, she also has an appointment. She's been accepted to Rise Recovery
Yes.
outpatient,
Awesome.
and she starts tonight.
Okay, awesome. Well, you're no longer in probation in this court, but if something comes up or you need some guidance on something, or you need some treatment and you can't find treatment, you can always come back here. All right?
thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Judge.
All right, good luck to you. Thanks for dressing appropriately for court. And good luck on your interview. My mom always says if they give you the interview, that means you have the job.
It's a second interview, so
Oh.
we're hoping. it's-
Oh, yeah, you have the job then. Go in there with confidence. Number, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. In cause number 2023 CR 4028W, the court will find you guilty. In cause number 2023 CR 0943, the court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Right now, we are asking the court to waive the ignition interlock in the cause. My client is currently 4 months pregnant. At the time, we'll be requesting the court to, instead of the ignition interlock, maybe doing weekly random UAs and see if she does come out positive for anything, which I doubt she will, due to her being pregnant, then we do ignition interlock for the full term after that, if that were to happen in this case, just to alleviate some of the financial burden on her.
I'll ask that the fees on the ignition interlock be waived, but
Okay, then that would help.
all right.
Yes.
Because the issue I have, and the reason why I'm doing that, Ms. Davis, here's my issue. You were at Bentley's Bar, March 2022, got into some altercation with some females in the club. I don't know what happened at the bar. And so I'm assuming that involved alcohol. I don't think everybody was sober when they're getting into an altercation. Then we turn around and January 1st, 2023, she's driving intoxicated. I don't know why for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, people leave their home. Our family tradition, Bashan, it's like you stay in the house because you're trying to make it to see the next year. But all these people, I don't know why people do that.
I understand you.
And I know that people think the dropping of the ball in New York is a great thing. But I remember my first time as a child being able to see that, and we had to beg to stay up to see it. And I was like, is this all? I mean, I thought maybe it was going to drop and there's going to be fireworks or something, but it just dropped and flashed a year. I'm like, okay. So that's the last time I've seen that. Maybe I need to see it in person. It would be better. How many children do you have?
I have 3,
What are their ages?
11, 7, and 6.
Who are you living with?
Well, currently my mom right now.
Okay, why are your arms crossed?
I don't know.
All right, are you employed?
No,
So how are you supporting this 11, 7, 6-year-old, and now you have a baby on the way?
my baby daddy,
Could we please say the father of our children?
my father, and my children.
All right, I remember there's a song out. What was the name of that song? That's Just My Baby Daddy. Oh my gosh, that song was so irritating. I always think that when you give people titles and those titles are like, oh, that's just my baby daddy, then you're just talking about he's a donor. He's not a father. He's just a donor. You know, like, that's just my baby mama. Okay, she's just an incubator. I mean, could we start using appropriate terms? Now, if they're just going to be donors, then say he's just the donor. But if he's doing more and being an actual father, then that's something different. So the child that you're carrying, is that the same father for all the 11, 7, 6-year-old?
For the 7 and 6.
All right. And are these girls, boys?
2 boys and 1 girl. The 11-year-old is a girl.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
All right, we're going to do a drug test today. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, so we'll do a drug test and I'll come back and make my ruling on sentencing.
Okay, let me just
All
take
right,
a seat. Thank you, Judge.
Yes. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. All right, thank you. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. Court will sentence you to 180 days in the Bear County Jail, probated for 2 years. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. When are you due?
November 8th, I think.
All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And if there's a reason for her inability to work, then she's going to have to fill out something with probation to let them know how she's able to afford to live.
Yes, Judge.
There's going to be field visits. And speaking of Bentley's Bar, while you were at Bentley's Bar, where were your children? Who were watching them?
They was at home, my mom.
See, this is the thing about having children. People don't understand. Children should come first. So you don't get to go out to the bar when you have young children at home. You should be taking care of your young children. And if you were at home taking care of your children, guess what? This never would have happened because you would have been at home taking care of your children. Fun time is over when, well, I don't want to say fun time is over. Children are fun. But making your grandparents just want to be, the grandparents just, trust me, they just want to be grandparents. I never understood why people have children and then parents watching the children while they go to prom. It's like, I'm sorry, you can't go to prom. You had a baby, take care of your child. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. How far did you go in school?
10th grade.
Which grade?
10th.
So what are you doing with your life
I
as
got
far
my
as
GED.
you got your GED? So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Trying to open up a beautician. I like to do hair.
Well, what have you been doing to try to open that up?
Well, as of now, nothing since this incident with the car. I lost my job and my vehicle.
Well, I mean, you just can't open up a beautician. If you're going to be doing hair, have you gone to cosmetology school?
No, I haven't did school yet.
All right. 300 hours of community service restitution. If she gets her cosmetology license, then those hours will be deemed to be completed. That's me motivating you.
Okay.
People say they have plans to do something, but then they never do anything. Me, I can't say I'm planning on being a doctor and doing heart surgery or brain surgery. And they're like, Stephanie, well, how are you doing that? Well, I haven't been doing anything right now. I'm just doing this judge thing. You got to make progress and steps to do that. Otherwise, you're going to be in your 60s and you're still going to be talking about, I'm trying to figure out how to do people's hair. You understand?
Yes.
All right. And I did say parenting classes. All right. Anything else you need from the court in any of these cases to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Let me explain something to you. I've done plenty of child protective services cases. I think children are great. I always talk to people about the young people in my life, but this is what I can tell you about children. Children are like suitcases. So you have, what, 3 current suitcases and you have a 4th on the way? There are some great people out there, great partners out there who will see your children and think, hey, this is fabulous. I don't mind carrying these suitcases. But then you have some who just want to carry the suitcase so they can have access to one of the suitcases. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have an 11-year-old daughter and you can't just be bringing people and allowing her to be around people. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that's either yes or no.
Yes.
So your children, you need to watch out for them. And you can't watch out for them if you're at a bar getting into a fight because you think somebody stole your
That was
purse.
really a one-time thing, Your Honor.
And the
I really
DWI?
thought I said,
The DWI, was that a one-time thing?
no.
There you go. And what is up with this tattoo on your face? Why do you got that diamond on your face?
I don't know. I was just wanting it on my face.
Well, when did you get it?
I got it out here sometime last year.
Why?
I don't know.
And what's that on the other side of your face?
A butterfly.
All right, why
I
did you
got
put,
that in Chicago. I was
Okay.
16.
who gave you a 16-year-old tattoo?
I gotta do tattoos.
And what's on the neck?
A butterfly.
All right, when did you get that?
3 years ago.
All right, Sean, can we do an evaluation on her with regards to these tattoos All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes. All right, everyone, we're getting,
Morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Just one moment. So do you want to just do your time at the Bear County Jail and be done with this case?
No, I do not.
Then why do you keep skipping tests?
Well, at first it was because it's a certain way you have to do it. When you plug it in, you wait 60 seconds and then you have to wait an additional 90 seconds. So I wasn't plugging in a lot because of my kids, so they wouldn't get to it.
You
And
mean
then I
because of your
plugged it in.
children?
Huh?
You mean because of your children, kids
Yes.
or baby goats?
No, my children.
All right, so what's going on with your children?
Well, they okay. I just had a baby, October 18th. We just currently moved out of our apartment.
All right, who is we?
Me, my 3 kids.
Children.
My children, yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry. But yeah, me and my children just moved out, January 1st, back to my mom. So I'm currently looking for a bigger house and, still looking for employment as well, since I just had a baby, so it's kind of hard.
So where's the father? And this is just me asking because I'm
He's
curious.
not around. He went back to Chicago.
All right, so why don't people make plans and do some research before they consider having a child with somebody?
I mean,
Are we
did
just
have
out here?
plans.
Are we just out here having children?
No, we actually did have plans. He who got the house, the furniture and everything, we just didn't work out. So I packed up and I got a U-Haul truck and I moved my stuff out and went back to my mom's and he left.
All right, here's the thing. If you skip another test, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. So it's probably in your children's best interest that you stay with your mother until this probation is done, because let me just tell you what will happen. If a motion to revoke is filed with you and you're living by yourself with your children, you know what's going to end up happening? CPS is going to get called. And when CPS gets called, they're going to take your children. Then once they take your children, what will end up happening is they'll see if there's a relative who's willing to take all 3. Maybe your mom will say, you know what, I'll step up to the plate, I'll take all 3. Or maybe she may say, you know what, I can't handle 3 children, I'll take 1. And then your children will be spread out to different people, or either they will be in the foster system and they may be spread out in the foster system with 3 different people. How old are your children?
11, 8, 7, and 4 months.
All right, so usually what I can tell you in Child Protective Services cases, everybody wants the baby. And you know why they want the baby? Because they feel as though maybe the baby hasn't suffered too much trauma because they're just a baby. So everybody wants the baby. The 11-year-old, usually in the foster care system, people are like, 11-year-old is too old. So what will end up happening if you don't get your act together is that there's a potential for your children being placed in the foster care system and being split up. So you're going to be living with your mother. You're not moving from your mother's home until this case is done. Do you understand?
When would this case be done, Your Honor?
You'll talk to probation about that. So you're going to live with your mom. And moving around from place to place is not good for children anyway. Ms. Abrams, she's going to stay with her mom. If there's another skipped test, what's going to end up happening is just file a motion to revoke. And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
It's always been negative.
All right. So, and we'll do a drug test today for her. Do you have any questions about anything?
I mean, I do. I feel like I never, since I had the breathalyzer, I never, not once missed. I always blow 3 times a day. If anything, I'm late, but as far as missing, I always blew 3 times a day. So I don't understand why.
From January 5th, 2024 to February 6th, 2024, there have been 16 skip tests. So that's where we are.
It's impossible.
Well, that's what I have.
And Judge, a skip test is a late test, just to make clarification for the court.
Yes.
So even if you're 5 minutes late, they consider that as a skip.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to live with your mom? Get her dress for her mom? That's where you're going to live until this probation is completed. You're not going to skip any more tests. If you skip another test, we're not going to have this conversation. Just file a motion to revoke. And if it's in proper order, I'm going to sign it. And it's better for you to be at your mother's house with your children if a motion to revoke is filed than on your own. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Louis Herrera.